I'm trying to figure out if there's weird feedback going on here. And there is. The sound is delayed. Why? Is that better? Ah, I had two things open at the same time. That'll do it. So you apparently can't stream to your own live stream. Might makes a weird lump. Oh well. All right. Well, we're a minute in. It's supposed to start at 11, so I came on early. Who knows if anyone will show up or not? I really didn't advertise this that much. I might just start chatting to myself when it hits 11, which is now. All right. So yeah, this is pretty much what I figured live streaming would be like. It would still be me talking to myself, but with the anticipation that someone else might show up. All right, so this morning, so today's Saturday, the 30th of August, 2025. And yeah, so we were supposed to be camping this weekend up near Asheville, but it's supposed to rain there most of the day on Sunday and in the morning on Monday, which is when we would have been packing up and going home. And we are tent campers. So I don't know, that was just going to be not a lot of fun to be in the rain for half the time. And we could have gone and just stayed Friday night and Saturday night and left Sunday morning. It's a 4.5 hour drive each way. And we were like, do we want to do it? So we canceled. So now we're home and I have no plans. So that's why I went ahead and did the live stream today. And yeah, so doing the live stream, and then I'm going to go over to my parents' house in a little bit. And my sister and her family are all coming into town. So that will be fun. And I am coming to you from my brand new laptop. This is not the laptop I talked about in the unstream from before. This is my brand new laptop that I bought for myself. So this is not my work laptop. This is my brand new fancy laptop that I bought for myself. So I knew I need to get a new computer because my old computer was Windows 10 and it was 5 years old and it was starting to have some issues. And I have started editing video now, and it sometimes likes to crash on me in the middle of video stuff. So I wonder if my mic is loud enough. It's only showing like one little bar here. Oh, but you know what? Whenever I had the other thing open, it seemed louder. All right, I think we're good. Hey, there's someone here. Someone showed up. I can't see who's here. This is my first time doing a live stream. So if you're here and you're wondering, what's this lady rambling about? Why doesn't she know? See, and they left. I scared someone off. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, somebody popped in and then ran away. Okay. I wonder, so I can't see who the people are. So this is unlike live streaming on like Instagram, I guess, where you can actually see who's there. Interesting. So just random people can show up and you don't know who they are. Okay. So I'm gonna have to like learn more about this live streaming stuff because I really think this is a good way to do a lot of stuff, but it feels a little weird and scary. Yeah. So let's see. So the new computer, back to that. So the new computer was expensive, but not as expensive as it could have been with all the specs that I had. So I researched it to death. Does anyone else do that? Research things to death? If I'm going to spend more than, let's say, $50 on something, I'm going to commit like hours and hours of time to researching it. And if you're going to spend $2,000 on something, yeah. So yeah, I'm really thinking nobody's going to show up. But hey, that's that's the fun of this, right? All right, so I'm going to get into talking about, since no one's coming in, I was going to ramble for the first like until 11:05 just to let people come in, but I actually have things to talk about. So now I'm just going to ramble at the camera, so I don't have to. If somebody comes in, I'll just talk to them or whatever, or maybe I won't talk to them because I apparently scared away the one person who showed up. Okay, so today at noon, which is in 55 minutes my time. Well, it's 55 minutes no matter where you are right now, but it is noon my time, which is the East Coast of the United States. And it's episode 10 of The Quality of Life with Jen George Burt. And it is about improv composition. So I had this great idea that I was going to be able to do the entire quilt top in a single episode, which I usually do episodes between 15 minutes and like 25 minutes or so. And yeah, that wasn't going to happen. I only got through a very small portion of it. So I decided to split it up into 2 episodes, and actually, I haven't recorded the second, so who knows? Maybe it has to be 3, and I'll have to readjust again. So, that's the thing about doing these videos the way I do them is I do it all improv. Like, the videos themselves are done improv. I know I sort of have an idea. I have a prompt. I have a prompt, and then I have my stuff, and sometimes I have to prepare a little bit, print some things out or whatever, so I have some visuals, and then, sometimes I have to iron something or lay something out or fetch a quilt that I want to show or something like that. But I don't plan beyond that for the most part. I just start recording, and a lot of times I'll be talking and then I'll just go, hey, just don't say that. And I cut it out in the editing. So, or I'll say something and then I talk over myself. I didn't realize I did that until I started listening to myself ramble on camera. So basically, I'll get halfway through a sentence and then I stop and start talking about something else. Who knew I did that? I'm sure if you know me in real life and you've talked to me, you probably know I do that in real life, but no one's ever called me on it. So, oh well. So, what are we gonna? I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of what I did in episode 10. All right, so as you know, I had all of these. I had my bowl of stuff. Oh, and people have asked me about this bowl. I should talk about this bowl on here. So it sort of looks like the earth, right? That's what I always think of. It's an enameled copper bowl, and I got it 30 years ago at it was called the Pork, Peanut, and Pine Festival in I think it's in Suffolk, Virginia. I forget where they actually have it. It's been a long time. We used to go to it a lot. I used to live up there, and we would go to this, and it was like a arts and crafts festival plus music plus food plus there was all kinds of stuff that happened. Anyway, I walked past. I saw this thing there. It's an old bowl. It wasn't like somebody didn't make this. This was set out something they did, and I just thought this was the prettiest bowl, so I bought it and then realized when I got home it doesn't sit nicely. So then I stuck all these like little felt stickers on the bottom. Anyway, so there's the bowl. So I have all the scraps that I had, and then I had all my bits and pieces that I had made episodes 1 through 9. These are the ones that are still left after I actually did episode 10. So I started out, I made this crazy looking block. Goes this way. All right. So it's all very busy. All right. And then I made this, which is also very busy. And this camera is reversed. I did not realize that was like a thing. I'm used to Zoom meetings where you're, all right. And then this is a sneak peek because this isn't even, I had to cut this out. This will be in episode 11, but then I made this. All right. And so those are the things. So basically I always do improv different ways depending on how I'm gonna, what I've got and stuff. So the method that I used in this one is the thing. It's a very inventive name that I came up with. It's called build bigger blocks. So, and that's literally what I've always called it in my head. So I had never thought about it out loud. But yeah, so basically I just take a bunch of bits and then I build bigger blocks. So I took all the little bits and I turned it into this. And so basically you're only having to do one composition at a time. You don't have to think about the whole entire quilt at the same time, which can be quite overwhelming, particularly if you've never done this before or if you're working in a small space, which was really the reason that I decided to do it this way. Because if you watch one of my live streams, you saw that I was debating switching up my format. So all the Quilty Life with Jen George Burt videos so far have just been top down. My camera's up here above where we are right now. And then there's a table below us. And I've just been filming straight down at the table. And I was wondering if I was going to be able to get away with that for putting together a whole quilt top. So was I going to have to come up with a new way to film on the design wall? I don't know. I was just trying to uh, figure all of that out. So I just decided that I would use the build bigger block method because then I could really just do one block at a time. So that's what I decided to do. So it's going pretty well and it seems to be working in this format. I don't know how I'm going to really do it once I get all these big blocks and how I'm going to put them together, but we'll figure it out. So, as always, I'm just winging the shit, so whatever. Yeah, so we'll figure that out. And they turned out really, really busy. I knew it was going to be busy because the Sally Kelly stuff is that's the Sally Kelly is the floral print here that I used through all of it, and then I just used crazy colors. So yeah, they're really busy. So people might just look at that and go, yeah, I don't want to listen to this because I don't want to make this crazy looking thing. But hopefully, the design principles that I talk about and like why I made the decisions and stuff, people will actually like, and they won't get too distracted by the fact that it is a lot of chaos going on. So, yeah, so that's what's going on with that. And that drops very soon. So, I'm really excited because the past few videos that I've posted, episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9, have all done really well. They keep outperforming each other. So, that's good. So, and I keep getting more subscribers, which is also good. So, hopefully, we will keep on with the upward trend here because I would love to do more of these and actually feel like they're worth doing because people actually like watching it. You know, talking to yourself like I have been now for 14 minutes. It's weird. So, but at least when I push this out into the world, some people will watch it. The livestreams did not do very well. Well, one of them got over 100 views, which is more than, frankly, more than it should have gotten. So the other one I think got like 37 or something at this point. But so I actually think the one that got less views was more entertaining, but people probably just didn't give me a chance because I acted strange at the beginning. So that's probably what'll happen here as well. But yeah, so I am going to close this down soon because this is weird and silly for me to keep talking to myself. And yeah, we'll do this again. Next time I will advertise it better. Now that I know that I can actually do this, you know what? I should try typing something into chat. Hello, world. the whole world that's not listening to me. But yeah, so now I think I understand how everything works. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want to over advertise this because I was worried that something was going to go really wrong. But it's not. It's basically a Zoom meeting. This is not overly complicated. So, all right, well, I am going to close this out. And if you're watching this later on, okay, cool. I promise it'll be better next time. I'm actually going to plan something for next time beyond just, hey, here's my thing that's about to happen in another 45 minutes. All right, so I'm out. Bye, Social Club.